Hi, my name is Frank Williams. I'm doing my Communications 1010 final speech, my persuasion speech on drunk driving and the consequences that you can have when you do drunk driving. As a person that does not drink, I can say I don't drink. I look at this perspective and idea in different ways. For one, as you drink and drive, you can get a ticket, you can kill somebody. You can also not only kill somebody, but you can also kill yourself. According to statistics, there we go. About 50% of deaths are caused because of drunk driving. Because people think that I'm capable of driving after they had like maybe 2, 3 shots of liquor, tequila, whatever you drink or whatever. And the age difference that most people die from are between the ages of 16 to 21 because they think they know it all and they feel like they don't have to listen to anybody. But real life scenario, you have to listen to everybody, especially when it comes to drunk driving because if you kill somebody and you get charged with murder, it's going to be more likely manslaughter because you was drunk driving. Then you can go to prison for a couple of years, probably the rest of your life. That is one consequence. The second consequence is you're taking a loved one from somebody that did no harm to you, nothing to you. That's number two. Three, you're killing an innocent person. They did not want to be, more likely, they did not want to be killed, especially by somebody that was driving drunk. Because not only are you putting yourself at risk, but you're putting everybody around you at risk. And DUI stands for driving under influence, and then DWI is driving while influence. So there's a difference. DUI is you're under the influence of alcohol, and if you cannot walk in a straight line like this without wobbling, then you get a DUI. Then driving while influences, you don't kill somebody. You're just wasted. And another video that I saw that there was this lady, she was passed out because she was drinking alcohol. And she was stopped in the middle of the freeway, so the police had to break her window just to get in to save her so she wouldn't kill herself or anybody else. There are a lot of consequences that go with drunk driving. My personal intake is if you're going to drink, do not drive because you can kill yourself or somebody else. Even if somebody wants to take you home, let them take you home. Or you just stay at wherever you drunk at, and just stay there overnight. Because if not, you can kill yourself and anybody else that's around you. There's a lot to think about when it comes to drinking and driving. Let me say that per se, because the actual thing for you to when you're drinking, you're not supposed to be driving. Period. But the legal for the breathalyzer is 0.08. Depends on it varies from state to state. For North Carolina, it's 0.08. I think for Tennessee, it's 0.08 as well. And then the legal drinking age is 21. If you're under 21, you can get sent to a little juvenile detention center because you're caught drinking. And then if the person that's giving you the alcohol, if they're over 20, they can go to jail for giving alcohol to a minor, and they could face a lot of consequences. So that they could lose their permits for selling alcohol if they work like in a store, do a bar, anything like that. And then you, on the other hand, you could lose your freedom because you want to be fast and you just want to drink when you're not supposed to. So drink and drive are completely something that you shouldn't do together. Whew, Jesus. No matter where you are or how you drink, you should not drink and drive because you could kill yourself. And if you got a family and you decide you want to get in an argument with your wife or spouse, and then you get mad and you want to go, I'm gonna go have a little beer here or there, then you want to come back home and drive after you drink. You're putting yourself at risk. You're putting your family at risk the most because if you kill yourself, and if you're the only one bringing in the money, how do your family expect to live after you don't kill yourself, or you don't kill another family after you went to prison because you want to be hard headed and drink and drive? Some people don't think about the consequences that follow behind their actions. Oh, I want to drink and drive. Okay, I could kill this person, or I can just stay here until I get my buzz off. There's always a good, and then there's always a bad. The worst case scenario might be you can kill somebody. Let's just say that's the worst. But the most good case scenario is, oh, I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna text my wife or my husband and let him know that I'm not coming home and I'm not able to drive. I don't trust nobody taking me home. I don't know what they're gonna do. And then if you at a party, no telling what they don't put in the drink. They could put a pill in there and stir it up, and it could be a little pill to rape you, a pill that'll kill you. You never know what's going on because you're under the influence of alcohol. And if you're a teenager, you shouldn't be pushing pressured into peer pressure because at that age, that's where we're most vulnerable at. Because we want to try any and everything to fit in. But as we get older, we understand that as a human being, you cannot try to fit in this area, fit in that area. You just got to be who you are. And once the people around you finally figure out who you are, they'll either accept you or they won't. They either be your friend or they won't. But as far as drinking and driving, it's not the most right thing. Well, it's not the right thing to do it on. If you're gonna drink, don't drive. If you're gonna drive, don't drink. If you go out as a group of friends, make sure you have a DD known as a designated driver. That one person that won't drink at all the entire night. And then if y'all got to flip flop this time, Tom do it this time, Harry do it the next, Sally do it this time to make sure all y'all get to y'all destination safe and sound because drunk driving is not fair to anyone losing their life. When you losing your life, when you going to prison because you want to get behind the wheel and drink and drive after you done had like 2, 3 beers and you feeling woozy and you can't feel it, but you know you can feel it because in your eyes, you know you can't see straight, but you still want to do it anyway. So drunk driving is not safe for you or anybody else because at the end of the day, everybody gonna get the same punishment. It should be. If you're gonna drink, don't drive. If you're gonna drive, don't drink. And if you decide to get behind the wheel after you drunk, you should get the max punishment, especially if you kill somebody or you get caught, because you never know if they have a roadblock set up. If a teenager is not able to drink just yet, don't grow up faster than you have to. Follow the legal rules and keep it that way. Thank you. My name is Trank Williams. Again, this is my persuasion speech on drinking and driving.